Hey everybody, what's going on? We're here with a timeless reading. Welcome. Okay. We have Knight of Swords and Four of Cups. It's looking like you're getting brought in on something, but you may not necessarily feel up to engaging in this. Because I'm seeing something coming your way, but at the same time, this can be something where you feel like you don't have the energy for it currently. It can be something where you feel like you're not necessarily getting what you need out of it. Okay. I'm seeing Four of Cups, Four of Wands, Four of Swords. Whatever this is that you're doing where you could feel like you need some time to yourself right now, what this is feeling like, having Knight of Swords and having Four of Cups, like you may usually like to have conversations or look into things or like utilize your air energy in ways that like feel good to you, in ways that you enjoy doing, just stuff that's of interest to you. Having Four of Cups here can be like, I don't feel like talking right now, or I need some time to myself, or I don't feel like looking into this, like I don't necessarily want to engage like intellectually. I don't want to have to be like over analyzing things. So maybe you feel like you need a little bit of a break on that end. This can also be like looking for something, trying to figure something out, and you could be like tired at this point now. You could have also been, I don't know what it was that was happening exactly, but there's something where there had been an engagement. It feels like there's a pulling back from it, and there's also a need to stabilize things. Having all of the fours here, fours are connected with like stabilizing, with grounding, can be recharging. Whatever this is that you need to do, it's to allow you to feel like you can be stable, whether it's like emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever it is that you need for yourself. Stable meaning level, meaning like I'm good to be interacting right now, or I'm good to be engaging right now. Seeing Four of Swords and seeing Six of Wands shows that when you take this time and you do what you need for yourself, you're going to feel like you're thinking clearly, like you're seeing things clearly. And then having Six of Wands shows that whatever this is that you're doing right now that can be feeling a bit trying, it can be feeling like you need to put a lot of energy into something, like there's a concentrated effort, that it's going to work out. But it's also about keeping the balance, taking care of yourself and what you need. Because you could be in the middle of something right now and be like, I need some time for myself before I go back in. I'm hearing talk shop. Yeah, definitely a lot of chatting that's going on here, I'm seeing. But again, you could have felt like normally I'm happy to communicate, or normally I'm happy to talk about this stuff. Something's going on where it feels like you may have needed some time to yourself to get back into that place. So much air energy. We have Knight of Swords, we have King of Swords, we have Page of Swords here. Four of Swords. Okay. In the middle of this feels like, regardless of what the situation is for you, if you are making sure that you are checking in with yourself and doing what you need to replenish your energy, or like replenish your focus even. This can be like, I've been focusing on this, or like engaging so much that I'm feeling tired right now, or I'm feeling winded, or I'm feeling depleted, or whatever it is that you need to do to get yourself back charged. I'm seeing that things are going to work out if you keep tending to yourself in this way. So it can be like, I go in and do what I'm doing, and then I need to take a step back and focus on myself. Having Justice and having King of Swords here, there can be something important that's being discussed where it's like figuring things out. It feels like this has been an ongoing process where you could feel like you're starting to get good at understanding something, or you're starting to get good at like asking the right questions or engaging in an effective way within the conversation. Having Justice here, there can also be something that's being communicated that has to do with your values or your beliefs or the way that you feel like things should be going, where you stand on certain things like that. This is also a diplomatic type of energy, having Justice and also having King of Swords here. So this is something where like you're being very mindful of the way that you're engaging and the way that you're communicating. And there's also a lot that's being learned through the process, and it feels like this is being added to like the bigger picture of what's going on. Insight about what's being worked on. Some of you, this is about a relationship. It doesn't have to be an interpersonal relationship, but some of you it is. Can be a housing situation, can be anything that is like a normal routine thing that you have within your life. Some of you, this can be about a marriage, those types of things. Stuff where there's like a sense of establishment, there can be commitment, there can be speaking about expectations, those types of things. Relationship, I think I said already. It does seem too like something may have not been working before, and that can also be something that's being addressed as well. Like, this is feeling futile, like why are we continuing to do that? It can be something like that, or just you had been like looking for something, feeling like you needed to connect in a different way than you had been connecting before, that type of thing. And that it seems like that's also being discussed, but it seems like in the context of some type of establishment within your life. Again, whether this be like a home situation, a work situation, a relationship, a place where you normally go, those types of things. And it seems like it's to continue adding to this thing that you have going on. That does feel like it has quite a foundation, but something needed to be addressed regarding this. I'm seeing something here that's being highlighted about you being like candid about like where you stand. It can be where you stand, how you feel, what you're thinking, and just to be real about whatever that is for yourself, even if it may be challenged or even if it may be questioned, that type of thing. Yeah, I do feel like you needed to say something to someone, or they wanted to talk to you, something like that about communication, and you could have been like, I feel like I need time to myself right now. But what I'm seeing is that there's definitely an upgrade that's happening, and it feels like getting into a place where you can be responsive and receptive and also listening and just like observing in a more objective type of way. It's going to continue to be helpful for you, because it does feel like important stuff is being discussed here. This can be, it's feeling even like an agreement about something, or like communication to see where everybody is on this. Just for the sake of aligning more than anything. Having Justice be the only major arcana, this can be anything that has to do with contracts, agreements, interpersonal relationships, consulting of any type, anything legal, business, those types of things. Partnerships. Family for some of you. Relationships being involved in this, especially when it comes to ones where there's like contractual stuff or obligations. And this is connected with what's already been being worked on, invested in, tended to. So it just feels like a continuation of this process for you. That it can also be too, like, what is the right way to approach this? What is the right way to do this, where there can be a very candid conversation about things, about, again, like, it feels like where everybody stands on something, where there can be like an understanding, an overall understanding of things, and needing to express that. Because I'm seeing justice even be this, like, a notion of the way that somebody feels it's right to move throughout this situation, and then having King of Swords here feels like wielding that, like taking that notion and then pulling it down in a way, grounding it down in a way where then it's articulated and expressed. So then there can be a, like, this is what I'm thinking, or this is how I feel like things should go, or I want to do things that way, or I'm not okay with this. So whatever it is that's being communicated about, it can even be standards, that type of thing. And it's definitely connected with something that has been ongoing, I'm seeing. But the way that I'm seeing Knight of Swords, this can feel like a breaking of the ice that's happening, or it can be new valuable information, or you can feel like you're making headway. So if you felt like the communication was stuck or something wasn't mentally moving somewhere, this is something that's going to get those things moving. Because it feels even too like this is so you're not having to repeat or stay within a situation that you're like, why am I continuing to do this? It's like going to upgrade those things for you. But there's gonna have to be an engagement in this in order for that to happen. And also you being very, very honest about like how you feel and where you stand and what you're thinking. So if somebody asks you something, and it might be controversial or it might be challenged in some way, it's like still being yourself and still like showing up anyway and still being real anyway, like still being honest anyway about like how you're really feeling and thinking and that type of thing. So to just like be yourself and be true to yourself, stay true to yourself in this and communicate as such. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.